Hello, IP5. This is lesson 3 of our online video lessons for chapter 5. And I know it's Friday when you got these videos, so please make sure you are watching the correct video. This is lesson 108. You should have already seen lesson 107. So if you're watching the wrong video, if you're watching the second video from Friday, please make sure you're watching the correct video first. So if you have already seen lesson 107, then you can continue watching. And in this lesson, we're still going to talk about commas. Before we continue talking about commas, we're going to check the homework from the last lesson. So again, if you've not done that homework page in your workbook, workbook page 86, then please make sure that you have finished that workbook page before you continue watching this video. Okay, on the e-learning platform, you should see a file that says IP5, IPE, EXER, answer key 107. So this is the answer key to the last piece of homework I gave you. So, in section A, you needed to write these sentences again with commas, and if there was anything that you didn't need to add a comma to, then you wrote the word not. Now, I asked you to write the sentences again. I've not done that, just so it's clear you can see my red pen on this original text. So number 1, will Les, Martha, and Julie be going to our school? You needed a comma after Les and Martha. Number 2, Les will be in the same class as Alfredo and I. There's no series in that sentence, so you don't need to add any commas. You write the word not. Number 3, his sisters are in the first, third, and fourth grades. So make sure you've got these commas in the correct place. Number 4, let's invite them to play ball, have a picnic, swim, or sunbathe. So you need 3 commas there. And number 5, we could meet them at the park, in the schoolyard, or at my house. So please give yourselves a score out of 5 for section A. I hope that you've got 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5 is okay, 3 out of 5 or below, you might need to go back and watch the last lesson again. Okay, so in section B, you needed to read this paragraph and you needed to add 7 commas to fix it. So you are invited to eat, swim, and have fun. Bring your pool toys, your swimsuit, and a towel. We will pick you up at school, at home, this comma is already here, or wherever is convenient. The party is given by Alfredo, Michael, and Lee. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 commas in those places. Again, give yourselves a score out of 7, please. I hope you've got 7. 5, 6, or 7 is good. 4 or below need to be a bit more careful. Okay, now we are moving on to lesson 3. So in lesson 2, we talked about using commas in a series, in a list of things in a sentence. In this lesson, we're going to talk about other ways that you can use commas. So, if you are answering a question, you often start that sentence with the words yes, no, or well. These words are called introductory words. They introduce a sentence. And when we use introductory words at the beginning of a sentence, we place a comma after it. So, yes, I like going to football games. We use a comma after yes. No, I'm not interested in cricket. We use a comma after no. Well, rugby is fun to watch. We use a comma after well. So if you see yes, no, or well at the start of a sentence, you need to use a comma after them. Now, when we are speaking to someone, if we use the name of the person that we are speaking to in that sentence, this is called a noun in direct address. When we use a noun in direct address, when we speak to someone and use their name, we need to separate their name from the rest of the sentence using a comma. So look at the first example. Namon, have you finished your homework? If I was speaking to Namon and I used her name, I would, at the start of a sentence, use a comma after her name. If I said to Wish, bring me your book, Wish, Wish's name is at the end of the sentence, I would use a comma before Wish's name to separate it from the rest of the sentence. And if I said to Stamp, did you, Stamp, check your work? Stamp's name is in the middle of that sentence, and so I would put a comma before her name and after her name. So please remember, when we speak to someone and we use their name, that is called a noun in direct address, and we need to separate nouns in direct address using commas. As well, we can use introductory words and nouns in direct address in the same sentence. So if I'm speaking to Bonus and I say, yes, Bonus, you need to answer all of the questions, I would have a comma after the introductory word, and I would have a comma after Bonus's name. Okay, please get your textbook and open it to page 188. Look at questions 1 to 8. Like you've done before, you need to add commas to these sentences. And again, if you don't have your textbook, when we pause the video, please get paper and write these sentences. Okay, so look at number 1. No, I don't know which instrument I should play, Joe. Look at that sentence and see if you have any introductory words or nouns in direct address, and put commas in the correct places. You need to do the same for questions 1 to 8. So, when I ask you to pause the video, please pause it and press play when you are finished to hear the answers. So please press pause now. Okay, have you finished those questions? If you have finished, you can keep listening. Okay, so number 1, no, comma, I don't know which instrument I should play, comma, Joe. So you've got an introductory word at the beginning and a noun in direct address at the end. So you need a comma after no and before Joe. Number 2, well, comma, do you like the trumpets? Number 3, yes, comma, I like the trumpets. Number 4, I think, comma, Pedro, comma, that you should try it. Number 5, well, comma, Joe, comma, the music room is closed today. Number 6, I have permission, comma, Pedro, comma, to use it. Number 7, Ilona, comma, what instrument do you play? And number 8, I play the piano, comma, Pedro. So please give yourselves a score out of 8. Hopefully you've all got 7 or 8. 6 is okay. If you're getting below 5, you need to do better. So look at the next page now, page 189. You've got questions 9 to 15, and you need to do the same again. So look at the sentence and add commas where you need them. So please pause the video now. Okay, If you have finished, you can keep listening for the next part, for the answers. Number 9, mother, comma, may I take piano lessons? Number 10, well, comma, I took piano lessons in the 1st grade. Number 11, yes, comma, I will let you take lessons. Number 12, Kim, comma, you must promise to practice. Number 13, yes, comma, mother, comma, I will practice every day. Number 14, do you think, comma, Kim, comma, that this music is too hard? And number 15, no, comma, Mrs. Jacobs, comma, I am learning it. Okay, there were 7 questions there. Give yourselves a score out of 7. Okay, if you're getting 5 or below, need to be more careful. 6, 1 mistake is fine. 7, excellent. Okay, that is the end of our lesson. Your homework tonight is to do workbook page 90. I'm about to explain workbook page 90 to you, but please make sure you finish it before the next lesson, which you should get on Tuesday. Okay, so this is workbook page 90. For those of you that have your workbook at home, you can just do this page in your workbook. If you do not have your workbook at home, on the e-learning platform, you should see a file that says IP5, IPE, EXER 108 more commas, and you can use that picture to write these answers onto some paper. So this is just one big section, questions 1 to 10. You need to write each sentence again, but you need to put commas into the correct places. So whether you see introductory words or nouns in direct address, you need to add your commas correctly. So that is the end of this lesson. Please make sure you finish workbook page 90 before Tuesday. And for now, thank you IP5. Bye bye.